Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and I make art videos. And today I thought I would show you all art that I've made throughout my childhood. I think I'm going to make this into a 3, maybe 4-part series, basically showing you guys art that I've made throughout my life. So the first video, which is this one right here, will be art from my childhood. So basically throughout primary school up until about year 7. Then the second video will be art from my teenage/high school years, and then the third and possibly fourth as well will be art that I made while I was at uni. So I hope you're all excited to see these videos. I would like to say that I'm not trying to show off at all. I'm simply to show you guys where I've come from with my art and to show you guys what I was able to make when I was younger, just because I do get a lot of questions asking if I was good at art when I was younger and all that kind of stuff. So now you can finally see what I was able to make. So in saying all of that, let's get started. The first thing I wanted to show you was my very first sketchbook, and this one here says Emma's picture book, and we've got some lovely stickers of a teddy bear and some sea life. I think I got this one when I was 8 years old because the first few drawings say that I was 8, so yeah. This first drawing that I'm going to show you is one that I'm really proud of, and I was proud when I made it and I'm still proud to this day because honestly for an 8-year-old it's pretty good. So it's this one here. I don't know how well you can see it, but basically it's just a drawing of a bird standing on a branch and there's like a tree in the background. And I mean, I think I did a pretty good job on this one. You know, the bird's quite accurate. I do remember using a reference for this drawing. So yeah, I'm super proud of that one, and it's definitely one of my better works from when I was younger. And then you've got super embarrassing drawings that I did not use a reference for that look pretty terrible. This is probably one of my favourite terrible drawings that I did, and I clearly didn't know how to spell at the time as well, because we've got a dolphin, we've got an octopus, we've got a shark, well that was spelled close, we've got a squid, and we've got a mermaid. I'm pretty sure I drew this one from my imagination, so I mean, from my imagination I guess it's pretty good, but it's let's just move on from that one. This one here is pretty good. It's of the Sydney Olympic Cup. I feel like this one's kind of similar to the bird one. I'm much more gentle and thoughtful with my lines, whereas with the previous one, all the lines are just really harsh and probably not as thought out. So yeah, this one's quite good. And there's another one here as well which I did use a reference for, and I think it's pretty damn good. Again, same age, I was 8 years old. And again with this one, the lines are quite soft and I've actually put thought into it as well. So I really like the little seahorse. Again, another one that I was really proud of, and I still am proud of 8-year-old me for drawing this. And yes, I've always been obsessed with The Little Mermaid. She looks kind of scary though. Anyway, that's enough of my sketchbook. I'll get on to some artwork that I did while I was at school. So I made this first one here when I was in kindergarten, and it is a crayon drawing of a chicken. So there you go. I think it's pretty good. I was pretty proud of it when I made it. Simply because someone mistook my drawing for being the teacher's drawing, and I was just like, that's awesome. Although I don't know if they were just saying that and lying or if it was actually true, but I'll take it anyway. I like the little smiley face on the rock down there. But again, I think proportions are good, you know, you can tell it's a chicken, and yeah. Then we've got another similar kind of piece here. It's quite big actually. And as you can see, this one is of a penguin. Again, I think proportions are really good and you can tell it's a penguin. I think that's a big thing, you know. Again, this was made in kindergarten, so I was about probably 5 or 6 years old. And I think I did a pretty good job. although I don't know what that is. I think it's maybe supposed to be a baby penguin. I don't know. Then we've got this funny looking drawing. So we've got some vegetables in the ground and maybe a cactus. I'm not really sure. So there's a carrot. I think that one's a radish. And I don't know why this one is sprouting a rainbow, but you know. So yeah, again, this one is also drawn with crayon. A lot of the work that I made at school was referenced from the drawings that the teachers did, or maybe from like a book or something. And I think I was pretty decent at copying from references. And then I've obviously done a drawing on the back of here, not using a reference, and it's pretty terrible. So we've got some dogs, got a rainbow heart. We've got these two love hearts here. If you guys watch Adventure Time, there's an episode early on in season 1 called Ricardio. That's totally him, right? Anyway, let's move on. Again, this one here is also kind of embarrassing. We've got a mushroom scene with some gnomes sitting on some kind of awkward chairs there, and their house even has a smiley face. I think the grass looks kind of funny. Also, you may notice that a lot of this work has a lot of rainbows in it, and that's basically because we only had access to like rainbow colours, so like everything is rainbow. And now I'm going to show you some watercolour paintings that I did as a kid, and we've got this one here. It is titled Rainbow, and I made it in 1997, so I was in kindy, and it's a rainbow. I don't know what this stuff is down here, but this one here was also made the same year, and it's titled A Possum. So as you can see, it's a possum. I think its head's a bit too big and its eyes and nose compared to its body. And I don't know what these things are down here. I think maybe they're supposed to be its babies, or maybe like a branch. I'm not sure, but we do have some leaves in the background as well. So again, I was probably about 5 or 6 when I painted this one. And we've also got a couple here that aren't dated, but I'm assuming they were made in kindergarten as well, because they do have the rounded edges just like the other ones that I made. So this one here looks like a boat. It actually looks like it's on fire. I think it's supposed to be maybe like a sunset or something, but it looks like it's on fire. So you got that one. And then we've got a tree, I think, and it looks like a mountain or a volcano in the background. Again, this one also looks like it's on fire. And I'm not really sure what this one is. I think it might be a flower. So the next pile I'm going to show you, none of them have dates on them, but I'm thinking they're between probably kindergarten, possibly up to year 4, I'm not sure, but definitely I was younger when I made these ones. So here we've got a tree with a snake in it, and I have a feeling it's supposed to be the Garden of Eden maybe. Looks like they could be apples. Then we've got some abstract pieces. So we've got this one here. I think maybe it's supposed to be a water droplet. I'm not sure. Although I do like the kind of faded areas that I've done there. This looks kind of nice. And then another similar kind of piece. It's quite abstract. I don't know what it is, but we've got some really nice blending going on. I really like these bits here. They look really cool. And then we've got some trees and another abstract piece. I think this one is supposed to be maybe water or mountains or something, but again, I do quite like the blending going on there, and this section here looks kind of cool. And then we've got a pretty ugly looking flower and some more ugly looking trees. I don't know why the earth is like really sharp and round, but you know, I guess that's how it is. And the trees don't look like they're really attached to the earth, but Anyway, then we've got a lovely landscape scene. I think this one's pretty good. Yeah, you can tell what it is. That's always good. Then we've got a water, flower and a bird. So again, I think this one is alright. Definitely could do with more detailing on the flower, but yeah. Then we've got another tree. A lot of the art from my childhood is either like landscapes, trees or animals. And that was basically what we were told to draw and paint during school. Pretty much all of this work that I'm showing you is from school, just because we made a lot. Like, I went to a really artistic school and this is only a very small selection of the work. A lot of it I'm pretty sure got thrown out just because there was so much. So this is definitely kind of my better work that I've kind of kept. And then we've got a boat, and I think this one is supposed to be Noah's Ark, I think. This one is watercolour as well as some crayon, and I'm pretty sure I would have put the crayon down first and then I've put the watercolour on, and the crayon kind of stops the watercolour from kind of like seeping out, I guess. By the way, most of these were done freehand, like I didn't trace anything, and I think my lines here, they're pretty good. Don't you just love my waves though? Then we've got a nice underwater scene. We got some fish, some plants, and another one. We got some plants, some water. I don't know what they're meant to be. It's gone a bit blurry. A lot of the watercolor paintings done when I was a kid are quite blurry, as you will have noticed. So these next few were made in the year 2000 when I was in year 2, so I would have been about 8 years old. We've got this lovely crayon drawing. This one was made by first putting down a layer of rainbow crayon, and then over the top of it I coloured it all in with that dark purple crayon, and then you kind of scrape away at the crayon, and then it leaves you with that rainbow bit, or whatever colours you put on underneath show through. And so here we've got a kangaroo, some mountains, tree, bird, little bird's nest, and it's clearly by Emma. And from the same year we've also got another crayon underwater scene. So you've got some fish, some starfish, some super realistic waves and super realistic rainbow sky. And this one, I don't know why, but I've done it by drawing lines, so you can see the whole thing is just lines pretty much. And then we've got just like a rainbow pattern kind of thing. The light's getting super orange at the moment because the sun is almost going down and I'm running out of time, so that's why it's kind of orangey. Next we've got some work that I made in 2001 when I was in year 3, so I would have been about 9 years old, and we've got this coloured pencil drawing here. It's just my initials EC, and then with like a leafy border, and another coloured pencil drawing here of a tiger amongst some bamboo, and you've got his reflection here, although kind of doesn't look like a reflection because there's no, like, the reflection part isn't kind of like more faded or more blue or that kind of thing. Although I am pretty proud of this piece considering I made it when I was like 9 years old. And then we've got another coloured pencil piece here of a dragon. I don't remember why we drew a dragon, but awesome, huh? So now we're moving on to year 4, which was the year 2002, and I would have been 10 years old. And I've got some really bad watercolour paintings from this year. I don't even know. I think it's supposed to be a sun. And again, another terrible watercolour painting. I don't even know what it is. And this one. So these next few are made in the same year, however they're a lot better than those watercolour paintings. We've got this one here, which again, it was drawn freehand. I've never been one to trace things even when I was younger, so yeah, I think again, you know, proportions are pretty good. For a 10-year-old, I think that's pretty good. Also, when I was in year 4, we had to do these big projects, so it's quite large, and basically we had to choose an animal and do our own research and then like obviously draw it up on this big piece of cardboard, as well as doing some drawings, but I'm super proud of that one there. I think it's pretty good. The others are a bit eh. So yeah, as well as doing a project on the Tasmanian devil, I also did one on sea dragons. So you got this one here. I did it on the leafy sea dragon and the weedy sea dragon. And again, I did those drawings freehand. I would have used a reference from like a book or something. But yeah, don't you just love the rainbow text that I've used and the rainbow border. There's lots of rainbows. Okay, so we're almost done. There's only a couple more to go. These next ones here were made when I was in year 6, so I would have been 12 years old. These ones were made for our sex ed class, and you'll see why. Basically, it's a set of drawings showing the development of a fetus into a baby in the womb. So you've got this first one here, obviously very early on. All of these drawings are actually referenced from another girl's drawings that everybody had to reference. There's quite a few of these, so obviously that's the first one, and I definitely think this is probably my best out of all of them. I think just because it was the first one that we did, and obviously I'm putting a lot of effort into it, and then as we kept going on, I think they kind of just get worse. So then you've got that one. Then there's that one. And then lastly you've got that one, which looks a lot worse than my first one, I think, just because I think I was getting pretty lazy with it. And then I don't know why, but we've also got a sun and a moon. I don't know, but yeah. So we're up to my final year of primary school, and this one here, it does look a bit weird, and you'll see why. It does look a bit phallic, but besides that, I think it's a really good drawing. I did this one in coloured pencil, and I think I did a good job with like the shading and the proportions, and especially the like shading of his hair there. I think it just looks really good, even though the image does look. So second last, we've got this coloured pencil drawing here. So it's just a flower with a rainbow background. I'm really happy with how I blended the colours together, and I definitely think this is probably one of my better coloured pencil drawings from school. And then lucky last, we have this coloured pencil drawing here. Again, I'm happy with the blending and the proportions. This one was actually copied from my teacher, and I think it was her original work. But yeah, no, I was really happy with how this one turned out and very proud of it, especially considering I was 13 years old. Anyway, that is all from me today. I hope you all enjoyed looking at the work from my childhood. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. And then here I've started working on the background. I actually put the colour down too dark to begin with, and you'll see that I do quite a few layers, kind of trying to lighten it up a bit.